So I've come into my favourite shop again to get my order, and it has arrived. We're waiting for this order to come for the longest time. This is my mudguards. My front fender has arrived. Let's install it. So about 3 months ago, in season 1, episode 6, I'd lost my fender. Whilst riding, it fell off. I meant to replace it for the longest time, but never got round to it. Because when I first bought the bike, it was already damaged, but patched up. So I left it for a while. Now that the weather is changing, I went up to Kawasaki and ordered a new one, which took about 3 or 4 weeks to arrive. Well, I've put it on. Then I got this from eBay. Put that on as well, and it seems to be holding up pretty good. Now, when I was putting this on, I gotta admit I didn't have the right tools to get the wheel off, which is what I was supposed to do. So I kind of forced it in. If you've noticed, what I had on before was just the front part of it. Yeah, there's a crack. I cracked it there, but put a little bit of glue on it, so hopefully it will hold. Also put these lights on. I also wanted to show you this. This is a little contraption that I kind of made up, so this thing could stay on here. I've got the joints here. Obviously I've got this onto that, which goes onto this bar. I put a screw in there so it would hold on to this, where my navigation device goes. That's pretty much it. So these are some photos of the front view of my bike. I've changed it a few times, just haven't been comfortable with the positioning of my navigation system. And I've decided to give the bike another oil change because I wanted to just flush out all the junk that might have been in it. I've decided to go on another long journey towards the north, so I'm getting the bike ready. Okay, hello everybody. I am on my way to as far north on the M6 as I can, and yeah, I'm gonna get going again. So it's been on the top of my bucket list to ride all the way up to the furthest north of mainland Britain, and I'm gonna attempt to make that a reality on this trip. So stay with me and see what happens. I left home about 12:30. I knew this was going to be a long journey, the longest journey that I've ever been on. But I didn't realize how tired and how long it would take. I wasn't far from the center of Glasgow. At this point, I was probably halfway, I had another 290 miles to go, which would take me another 6 hours. So I needed to find somewhere to camp for the night. Anyway, so I pulled over at the petrol station and met this guy who coincidentally rides a scrambler. He gave me a location of a place he and a friend would sometimes stop off at. It's an hour away. Here, some way from Edinburgh. I'm literally gonna get back onto the motorway, get a bit closer down to Glasgow, and try and do some kind of camping down there. The motorway is over there. I've just come off it and want to go back onto it now. After riding for an hour's 20 minutes, I arrived at Rowadennan, near the eastern shore of Loch Lomond National Park. This is a little gem. This guy's got his tent. Beautiful scenery. That's it, so I'm going to go set up my tent now. I'm going to set up my tent over here. Let's see how long this takes.
The next morning.
Just woke up. It is what? It's the crack of dawn, 1 minute past 6. Sleep was okay. I don't think it rained. The tent is not sweating. It's really good. £19 tent. Come in really handy. It's a nice size, nice weight. And it's been useful. I've set it up a bit better today than I did the first time I got it. Let's see what it's like outside, shall we? Daylight. It's quite light out now. The bike is there. There's another guy around there that's camping. People just come and camp out here, I think, and then move on. Tent. And then myself. Yes, that's it. Oh, well, yeah. But the plan is now pack up everything. I've literally just booked my next campsite for tomorrow because I'm going to go up to General Groves today. It's going to be another 200 and odd 300 miles, so I'm just going to try and knock the mileage out there. The sooner I leave, the better it will be. I'll just hit that target off, then come back down to the tent, probably cook some food, and so yeah, that's the plan. So the goal this morning is a booked campsite in Wick, where I need to reach within the next 5 to 6 hours. The idea is to reach the camp, unload my stuff, and then go up to the most northerly point. Very nice. Well, it is 8 o'clock and it's taken me, 2 hours pretty much to be ready. The weather looks like it's waiting to get me. Right now I can feel it raining slightly. So I'm gonna put on my waterproofs. It already started. And I'm gonna make my way further up to Scotland now. I'm ready to go. Alright, so I'm gonna take you for a little walk down here. Show you where I'm at. As you can see, it's absolutely beautiful, really stunning. Loch Lomond. Yeah, this is it. You can see them clouds? Yep. They are coming. Yeah, really stunning, really beautiful. So yeah, that's me. I'm hanging about in Loch Lomond.
And on my travels, I happened to stumble along the Ben Lomond National Memorial, located in the area around Ben Lomond.
It serves as a general memorial honoring all those who've fallen in various conflicts. This land, rising from the shore of the loch to the summit of Ben Lomond, was dedicated in 1996 as the Ben Loch National Memorial Park. To be held in perpetuity, that means forever, as a tribute to the host who gave their lives in the service of their country.
It was officially recognized as a memorial in 1995 and is dedicated to all those who have fallen in conflict. The landscape and the mountain summit are part of this memorial, which is managed by the National Trust of Scotland.
That road there leads back to where my bike is, and so does this. I'm taking this one, shorter route. And that's my little tour as I go back to the bike now. I'm gonna head up to further north.
And before I continue my journey, I go and say goodbye to my camping neighbour, Darren. So Darren had suggested that I go to the west of Loch Lomond to see Fort Williams. It's a beautiful part of the country. I had to get up to Wick within the next 6 hours. So on this occasion, I didn't have the time to explore that side of the country. So I stayed towards the east of Loch Lomond and carried on up to the A9 towards Inverness and John O'Groats. So I continued my travels towards Stirling, up the A9, towards Perth and Inverness. The weather was constantly interruptive as I rode through the mileage towards my end goal. I must have been on the last few drops of petrol. It wasn't until over 110 miles until I saw another petrol station in Inverness where I could fill up. I had been running on what seems to be thin air.
So, just arrived at the Esso petrol station in Inverness. I'll put some E10. I'm completely empty now. I feel 1594.
As I leave from filling up, I cross over the Kessack Bridge. It's a very significant bridge that carries the A9 across the Burley Firth, connecting the city of Inverness with North Kessack. Now, a firth is a term used in the English and Scots language to denote various coastal waters, particularly in Scotland. So I think that's enough for now. I'm going to leave it here and pick up next week where we've left off. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll be informed when the next video has arrived.